Afghanistan on Friday, August 8th. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, has increased import tariffs on Afghanistan from 10 and 15%. This decision, which has come into effect today, has caused serious concerns among Afghanistan's business community. Experts say this tariff increase could also negatively affect Afghanistan's exports of carpets, handicrafts, and precious stones to the United States. More details in this report.
The order from the President of the United States to increase tariffs on imported goods from dozens of countries, including Afghanistan, will go into effect starting this week. In this executive order, Donald Trump raised the import tariff on goods from Afghanistan, which had been set at 10% in April, to 15%. The Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, expressing concern over this move, says that although Afghanistan does not have extensive trade relations with the United States, this tariff increase could have a negative impact on Afghanistan's trade with that country in the long run. Khan General Goza, a member of the board of directors of the Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, stated that last year Afghanistan exported about $9 million worth of goods to the United States and, in return, imported $14 million worth of goods from that country.
Some items such as carpets, handicrafts, and certain antiques are exported to the U.S. Previously, the tariff in this area was low, but now it has increased. In my opinion, this weakens the trade to some extent.
Alongside these concerns, economic experts also say that given Afghanistan's fragile economic situation, even a slight increase in export tariffs can have profound and serious consequences. Mohammed Bashir Dodial, an economic expert, said in an interview,
Afghanistan's exports, taxes, and even the slight increase in export taxes has a significant impact on the country's economy and people's lives. Because our economy is much smaller and weaker compared to other countries, and our people's standard of living is barely at subsistence level. Even the smallest pressure can have a profound effect on it.
This pressure has had a maddening effect on the response.
Mr. Dodial says that this move by the U.S. President is considered part of his tough trade policies against developing countries. Meanwhile, Trump's unpredictable decision has also sparked reactions from various countries around the world. Countries whose exports to the U.S. are now subject to the new tariffs. Meanwhile, Afghanistan is currently facing serious economic challenges, including a decline in exports, trade restrictions, insecurity, and a lack of standard economic infrastructure. Trade between Afghanistan and India has also been affected by heightened tensions between these two countries and Pakistan, following the deadly attack in the Belgaum region of Indian-administered Kashmir on April 24th of this year. The closure of the port to Afghan commercial goods after that incident caused severe losses to Afghan traders. Afghanistan's trade relations with Pakistan have also always been accompanied by tensions and instability. According to statistics from the Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, the volume of trade between these two countries has decreased by up to 60%. A decrease which, according to economic experts, indicates the extreme vulnerability of Afghanistan's economy to regional and international developments.
A massive wildfire in the forests of Narai district, Kunar province, has entered its fourth day. The fire, which started in the Dokar area, has now spread to the villages of Washna, Loya Dera, and Marindab as well. Local residents and Taliban forces are working to fully contain the wildfire, which has so far destroyed 12 hectares of forest. More details in this report.
A large part of the forests in Kunar province has been consumed by fire. Residents of Kunar and Nari provinces told Radio Azadi that this fire has been blazing in the Dolikor area of this district for the past 4 days. However, according to them, the fire has also reached the villages of Wachna, Loyadera, and Nuranadab. They said that although the intensity of the fire has been brought under control, it has not yet been fully extinguished. Abdul Rahim Salarzai, a resident and tribal elder of Nari district, said on Thursday, August 16th,
The fire is still continuing little by little, but its intensity has decreased. The Mujahideen, the government, and the people are cooperating, and efforts to fully contain the fire are ongoing. Our request is that, in the future, preventive measures be taken in the districts to avoid such fires. Firefighters should be practically employed here, because this is our property and wealth that must be safely passed on to future generations.
President Sadr, along with a simple investor, the secretary, and several others from this district, also spoke on Thursday.
The forests of Doli Loya, Deir al-Bari, Manor, and Dab and Nari district have caught fire. A large amount of forest has burned. The local tribes and people of the area joined forces to try to contain the fire. Now the fire is under control, but much of our forest has burned.
Although local Taliban officials in Kunar province had not responded to questions by the time this report was published. But Amanullah Shahab, the district governor of Nari, has spoken to some local media outlets. He said that this fire, the cause of which is still unknown, has burned and destroyed 12 hectares of forest. It is also mentioned that about 3 months ago, a fire broke out in the forests of Chaki district in Kunar province, which burned a large part of the forests. Previously, similar fires have occurred in recent years in the forests of Kunar and Nuristan provinces, which have damaged large areas of forest and were later brought under control through the efforts of local residents and officials. Kunar and Nuristan are the greenest provinces of Afghanistan, covered with forests, and most of Afghanistan's timber comes from these provinces.
Despite the 1-month deadline granted by the Pakistani government, the arrest of Afghan migrants holding tour cards is still ongoing. Afghan refugees complain that the Pakistani police have set up checkpoints in various locations and are arresting them from their homes and on the streets. The aid organization has also expressed concern about these actions. More details in this report.
Yusuf is one of the holders of P-War cards in Islamabad, Pakistan, who says that he has been living in Pakistan with his family for the past 45 years. He said on Thursday, in the month of August, that although the Pakistani government has given them about a month to leave the country, he complains that the police has set up checkpoints everywhere and the arrest of Afghan refugees from their homes and on the streets is continuing intensely. Yusuf adds,
This thing about giving a 1-month deadline is just an incomplete statement. They have kept the arrests ongoing. As soon as they catch you, they arrest you. The situation is very bad. There are arrests everywhere. Today, their belongings were standing in the square, and they filled a vehicle with refugees. Yesterday, they also took away women and small children. From near our house, they arrested and took away 4 women, 3 children, and 1 man.
Asadullah, another asylum seeker who holds a PVR card, has had a similar complaint and says the police do not care at all about the deadline given to him.
Even though he was eager.
Even though we have received an official letter granting us a 1-month extension, the same arrests, the same harassment, and the same troubles continue. The police do not accept this letter. The situation is very bad. Wherever they arrest someone, they take 20,000 from one person, 10,000 from another, and whatever amount they can get. This situation continues, and the arrests have not stopped.
These concerns are being raised at a time when the UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights in Afghanistan has also stated that thousands of Afghan refugees are facing forced return from Pakistan, despite serious risks, harassment, abuse, and violence. Richard Bennett, on Wednesday, August 6th, reacted on his former Twitter, now X, page to the start of a new phase of deporting Afghan refugees from Pakistan. Citing the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, he warned that mass and hasty returns increase protection needs and carry the risk of instability. Bennett wrote that such actions violate the principle of non-refoulement. Pakistan's Ministry of Interior has given Afghan refugees holding proof of registration, poor, cards less than a month to return to Afghanistan, emphasizing that after September 1st, they will be forcibly deported. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, said in a statement on Wednesday, August 6th, that since the holders of these cards have been living in Pakistan as refugees for many years, forcibly returning them would be considered a violation of the international principle of non-refoulement. The statement further emphasized that Pakistan must ensure that any return of Afghans to Taliban-controlled Afghanistan is safe and dignified. It is worth mentioning that about 1.4 million Afghans in Pakistan hold proof of registration, poor, refugee cards, which were issued to them years ago, but the extension of their validity was halted after June 30th, 2025. According to information from the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, This year, more than 2.1 million Afghans, including 352,000 from Pakistan, have returned or been forced to return to Afghanistan.
At Zarin Global Television, we believe that every citizen has a voice that deserves to be heard. This voice can share their realities, experiences, and perspectives with others without any filter. This collective voice strengthens oversight, accountability, and solidarity, and prevents the monopoly of limited narratives. In the People's Voice segment, A United Afghanistan Hears Your Voice.
If the Afghan government wants its migrants and refugees to return to their country, then just distribute land, give it to the people. I swear to God, we don't own even an inch of land. In all of Afghanistan, not even an inch. So how are we supposed to come back? If you want to arrest us, do it for praying, for making ablution, and for what? For Friday prayers, arrest us for that. We ourselves are Muslims. We pray in the Islamic way. We do everything we're supposed to. As long as Pakistan doesn't deport us, we can't leave Pakistan because the Taliban harass us. That's why people don't come back.
Hello, peace be upon you. Dear sir, how are you? Is your health good? Are you doing well? Here, the situation for migrants is very tough, brother. People are struggling too, brother. Day and night, they break into their homes. There are a lot of arrests. Yunus Yar, has he given them any work? Yunus Yar himself is just sleeping, doing nothing. My message is this, please, do us a kindness. Spread my voice so that they give us visas. They don't give visas. They don't give visas. The passports are ready. When you go up there, if you pay in dollars, they give you a visa. A lot of people are being squeezed. It's really tough. It's really tough. No, they don't give visas. They don't announce anyone either. It's really tough. The Taliban don't care over there, and these people don't care here either. The passports are ready. Over there, if you want a visa, you have to pay in dollars. A poor person can pay $1,000, $300, $200. That's how it goes, all about the dollars. They charge a fee. Here, it's 3,000 rupees. They give you a 1-month visa. They're not stingy over there. They don't give visas. Hello and greetings to everyone. I am Nur Muhammad Nouri from Badakhshan Province, Yawan District. I sincerely hope that the migrants coming from Iran and other various countries and regions, our Afghans will give them all the serious and necessary help they can. Because it is our human and moral duty to give a warm welcome to our dear compatriots. And wherever they arrive, we are ready to receive them, hoping for a peaceful, free, and prosperous country, far from all discrimination. Peace be upon you, and God's mercy and blessings. Hello, hello. We use artificial intelligence, but it has positive aspects and is very useful. It allows everyone to be informed by all the good reporters. Even if it was created by non-believers, and its structure is non-believing, yes, it was made by non-believing countries, but still, it answers our religious questions for us in a very concise and clear way.
Peace be upon you all, and God's mercy and blessings. I am one of the residents of Kabul, Afghanistan. It's extremely hot here, especially during this time of year. We are observing a significant number of children who are currently suffering from various serious illnesses, some of whom are experiencing severe heat stroke, and their overall condition is truly and profoundly bad. Some mosquitoes have appeared, And when there's no fan or electricity, the mosquitoes come and make things worse. It really makes things difficult for people, especially for the children. During the day, at least, you can find some way to cope because we go outside, we go inside, here and there. But at night, it's unbearable to stay in the room because the air gets so hot. And no matter what, there are so many mosquitoes. This lack of electricity is really hard on us. We're really struggling. There's no electricity. The heat is really intense to a great extent. If we use water, it's warm, and the fridge, everything we put in it goes bad. The power outages are just too much to handle. Now, the lack of electricity has really made things tight for us. There's also a shortage of water. It's extremely hot. Honestly, not having electricity is a really big problem.
End of the news.